With people calling them gentle giants or nanny dogs, you might think it's easy owning a Great Dane. But let's be real. These massive dogs will come with their own unique set of problems and challenges that all owners need to know. So after surveying countless owners, we've found 10 things that owners wish they had known before getting a Great Dane. And make sure you watch till the end, because number 10 may end up saving your Great Dane's life. Number 1. Be careful of their tails. Those Great Dane tails are dangerous, no joke. In fact, one owner said, "We had a barbecue outdoor party and one of our Great Dane tails hit a guy so hard that he had to go to the hospital." Another said, "We have corner guards on all of our walls as I was getting tired of fixing the giant dents in the drywall thanks to the happy wagging tails." A Great Dane's tail can be a force to be reckoned with. Their tails are strong yet long, and their height makes them capable of unintended chaos in your home. Whether they're excitedly wagging or just turning around, their whip tails can knock over anything in their path, from picture frames to glasses on the table, and even small children. Say goodbye to low coffee tables. That said, it's important to Great Dane-proof your home. Keep fragile items out of tail range and consider using sturdy, unbreakable decor. If you have young kids, teach them to be mindful of the tail zone to avoid any accidental bumps or bruises. Remember, their tail is an extension of their joyful personality, but caution is necessary. Number 2. Don't get lazy with grooming during puppyhood. Starting grooming early with your Great Dane puppy is crucial. You'll want to handle them often when they're at their smallest. That means you should touch their mouths, paws, and everywhere around their bodies. Your Great Dane needs to get used to being handled and groomed so that when they're much larger, it'll be easier for the both of you. And trust me, there's nothing worse than trying to groom an uncooperative 150-pound dog. These gentle giants might not have the fluffiest coats, but they still need regular grooming to keep them clean and healthy. Begin brushing their short, sleek fur to remove loose hair and dirt. It might seem unnecessary now, but trust me, your future self will thank you when your fully grown Dane calmly sits through grooming sessions instead of turning them into wrestling matches. Bath time is another important routine to establish early, as it helps keep their skin healthy and can prevent that classic doggy smell. Getting your Great Dane used to grooming as a puppy sets the stage for a well-behaved adult who enjoys, or at least tolerates, the process. Number 3. Start training as soon as possible. When it comes to training a Great Dane, starting early is essential. These dogs grow rapidly, and before you know it, your cute little puppy will be a massive, strong adult. Early training helps you manage their size and strength, ensuring they're well-behaved and manageable. In fact, one owner says, "The key to a happy, healthy Dane is to train early, train consistently, train often, and expose them to everything." By training, we don't mean just obedience training. Socialization training, kennel training, housebreaking, and everything in between should be done early on. Remember, Great Danes are intelligent and eager to please, but they can also be a bit stubborn. And let's be real, training a full-size adult Great Dane will be a nightmare. Number 4. Never use harsh training tactics because of this. Great Danes may be giant, but they have incredibly sensitive hearts. Seriously, these dogs will sometimes pout for hours if they're upset. However, one of the worst things you can do to these ultra-sensitive dogs is to use harsh training tactics. Intimidating, yelling, hitting, and punishing them can do more harm than good with these gentle giants. Instead, you need to focus on positive reinforcement. This means rewarding good behavior with treats, praise, and affection, which helps build trust and encourages your dog to repeat those positive behaviors. Without this, you may damage a relationship with your dog to a point of no return. Think of them as the gentle giants they are. They want to please you, but they need to feel safe and loved to do so. Number 5. They will drool everywhere. One thing you might not be prepared for when owning a Great Dane is the drool. Yes, that's right. These majestic dogs come with a side of slobber. Great Danes are notorious for their drooling, and it can seem like they have an endless supply. After drinking, eating, or even just shaking their heads, expect slobber to fly. And it's not just a little drop here and there. We're talking serious slobber, enough to leave trails around the house and decorate your clothes. In fact, one owner says, "They're big, slimy, drooling beasts. You'll have slime on your walls, on your TVs, on your ceilings." Lysol wipes will be your best friend, and having a stash of towels handy in every room becomes a necessity. Making sure to wipe their mouths regularly, especially after meals and drinks, can help manage that mess. But if you're a neat freak, this might be too challenging. Remember, the drool is all part of the package when you bring a Great Dane into your home. Number 6. They'll shed more than you think. Don't be fooled by their short coats. Great Danes shed more than you might expect. In reality, they're considered moderate shedding dogs, but when you take into account the massive size, you'll have tumbleweeds of fur all over the home. More dog means more fur to shed. That said, regular grooming is essential to keep the shedding under control and your home a bit less furry. Brushing your Great Dane at least once a week helps remove loose fur and reduces the amount that ends up in your furniture and clothes. A good quality brush or grooming mitt can make the job easier and more effective. Plus, it's a great way to bond with your dog and keep their coat healthy and shiny. You might also want to invest in a good vacuum cleaner and lint rollers to keep your living space clean. Shedding is a natural process, but with a bit of effort, you can manage it and keep your home relatively hair-free. So, embrace the fur. Number 7. You may want to get pet insurance. Owning a Great Dane is a big commitment, and that includes their health care. Given their size, Great Danes are prone to certain health issues that can become quite costly. So if you're worried about future vet bills, I would highly suggest getting pet insurance. After all, Great Danes are giant dogs, so everything will cost more. The price of medicine is based on the weight of the dog, so with a 150-pound beast, it's probably going to be very expensive. Also, Great Danes are susceptible to conditions like hip dysplasia, heart disease, and bloat, which require frequent vet visits, medications, and sometimes even surgeries. These medical expenses can add up quickly. While the monthly premiums might seem like an added expense, they can potentially save you thousands in the long run. Number 8. Finding housing might be difficult with a Dane. One challenge of owning a Great Dane that you might not anticipate is finding housing. These dogs are enormous, and not all rental properties or even some homes are well suited for their size. In addition, many landlords have weight or breed restrictions that often exclude Great Danes, making your housing search more complicated. When searching for a place to live, be upfront about your dog's size and breed. Look for pet-friendly properties that don't have restrictive pet policies. It's also helpful to provide references from previous landlords and a pet resume that highlights your Great Dane's good behavior and training. However, you'll also need to consider the space requirements for a Great Dane. This means tiny apartments won't be ideal. Keep in mind, owning a Great Dane might limit your housing options, but with some effort and flexibility, you can find a suitable home for both you and your big furry friend. Number 9. Finding one from a reputable breeder will be costly, but it's worth it. When it comes to getting a Great Dane, opting for a reputable breeder is crucial, even if it comes with a higher price tag. Reputable breeders prioritize the health, temperament, and overall well-being of their dogs, ensuring you get a healthy and well-adjusted puppy. A good breeder will conduct health screenings for common Great Dane issues like hip dysplasia and heart conditions. This reduces the risk of genetic problems and provides peace of mind that your new pup is starting off on the right paw. They'll also provide proper socialization from an early age, helping your Great Dane become a well-rounded, confident dog. While it might be tempting to go for a cheaper option, remember that the initial cost from a reputable breeder often includes important early veterinary care, vaccinations, and sometimes even initial training. This can save you money and heartache in the long run by reducing the risk of future health issues. A reputable breeder will be transparent and supportive, helping you prepare for life with your new Great Dane. Number 10. Great Danes have the highest risk of bloat of any breed. Owning a Great Dane comes with some unique challenges, and one of the most critical is their susceptibility to bloat. No, we're not talking about your pup feeling a bit gassy after a big meal. Bloat, or gastric dilatation and volvulus, is an extremely severe and potentially life-threatening condition. It occurs when a dog's stomach fills with gas, food, or fluid, and then twists on itself, cutting off blood flow and creating a blockage. Great Danes are the most susceptible breed to this condition due to their deep chests. In fact, an estimated 37% of all Danes experience GDV in their lifetime. But don't worry, there are ways to help prevent this. First, never skimp on high-quality dog food. Cheap kibbles tend to upset the stomachs of most Great Danes. Plus, many owners supplement this with healthy fresh foods as well. You'll also want to feed your Great Dane smaller meals spread throughout the day. However, one of the most important things is never let them run and play immediately after eating. Symptoms of bloat include a swollen belly, unproductive vomiting, and restlessness. If you notice these signs, it's an emergency, so get to the vet immediately. Hey, if you enjoyed this, you'll love this video here. And if you hit subscribe, I'll donate a meal to a rescue dog on your behalf.